What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ephraim and Durs. Say what's up, Durs.
What's up, guys? It's Durs over here, and we're switching it up a little bit. We got different rooms going on right now.
So
But again, we're
we
not divorced. We're not divorced, but we're getting there.
we just we just thought we'd do something different than more black background. We're in our respective rooms. Cool little backgrounds that we like, and honestly, it makes it easier for us because we're already set up this way. But if you guys like the black background better, then we might just have to go back to it. We'll probably still do some with that because we got it. We want to use it, but yeah, this is gonna be our Premier League predictions. Premier League's just starting. It's gonna be a crazy league, man. Crazy league. We got top teams just buying in players, and it's getting intense, man. At first, I thought it was going to be like a full Liverpool sweep, but City, Arsenal, Chelsea are not messing around, and I think that top four is going to be really rigid. So I just thought we'd come on here and give us your predictions.
Yeah, I
You
think
excited for the league?
yes. I think coming into that World Cup this summer, teams are really going to be obviously trying to get the best that they can, but also on top of that, the players are going to be wanting to play the best version of themselves to be able to make that squad. So I think it's going to be a real interesting season. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
competitiveness, and I think we're going to see probably the best out of everybody since they want to be able to make that squad. But I think we should start probably bottom to top, save top four for the end.
Bottom to
Um,
top, I like that.
I could give you what I'm predicting for, I guess, relegation. We'll start with 20th, 19th, and 18th. I have the three teams that went up straight back. I got Burnley last, Sunderland
Okay.
second to last, and Leeds third to last.
Really, you think Burnley's going to get last? Didn't they get first place?
They tied with Leeds. They both got 100 points. So, yeah,
Yeah.
basically tied for first place. But I don't know. For me, they sold a lot of key players. They sold their goalie. And I don't think that they, I guess, brought in enough to be able to, I guess, survive. They brought in Dubravka. They sold Trafford. They didn't have like the best of squads, to be honest. And I think there's a huge gap and level between the championship and the Premier League at the moment.
Okay. Well, yeah, I had those same three. But I had Sunderland last, Leeds second to last, and then Burnley fighting it right there for that third spot. I mean, the Premier League's tough. You're trying to get in, it's going to be tough. And like we saw last season, the same three that came up came back down. If there was one team you think will come down that's already in the Premier League right now, who would you put your money on?
As far
Besides,
as
obviously,
like
these top three.
the teams that survived last season, I would say
Yeah, so
probably
excluding you. Yeah.
um, it's kind of contradictory based on like what I have. I guess my 17th position isn't the team that I would say like if it wasn't these three teams, it would be the team that gets relegated. If that makes sense. I have
Mm-hmm.
Wolves. If I were to say any other team, I would say Wolves, just because they sold some pretty offensive players. Obviously, they also sold Ait Nuri, who's a defender, but he's like a forward. He's a wing back, so he's kind of more offensive than defensive. But again, I don't think they did enough recruitment based on who they sold, and they definitely generated money. They could have brought in players, but Wolves is that team that kind of leaves it for January, I think. So we'll see. That's why I didn't have them getting relegated. I think they're gonna have a similar season to last season, and they're gonna bank on that.
I had Wolves too, just because they let a lot of players go. Last season was a really tough season for them, and yeah, I didn't really see much recruitment from them. More on the exit, but I still think they're going to scrape the prem to get in. Probably see them again, and yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. So now moving up the ladder, 17th. Well, I think we both probably had Wolves. I had them right above Burnley.
Yeah, actually, I have I have Wolves. I mean, I have West Ham 17th. That's what
Really?
like I said. I think my guess would have been Wolves to get relegated if it wasn't a team, but yeah,
Mhm.
kind of confusing there. But my 17th spot is for West Ham. I don't think that they're doing the right recruitment. Maybe they're out of money because they went all in a couple years back. They bought a lot of players, didn't work out, and we're
I
kind of
don't know.
seeing who like.
I just had them a little bit more higher because they didn't really lose people, but they
Well, they
added
lost
like
Kudus.
two. The last kudos, but they brought in like 2, 3 players, and uh, I just think West Ham before that wasn't too bad. Last season was a tough season for them. If they do lose Alvarez, that's going to be a huge blow for them. But I don't know, just because they didn't lose, they only lost kudos and they brought in like 2, 3 players. I think maybe they're just enforcing. Bowen's still there, he's solid. Maybe the West Ham might come a little bit back, but I mean that's your predictions. I think we should do the 7th. That was 16th, right?
That was
Do
17
up to
for me.
Oh yeah, do 17th to 13th, like the 5 after that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I mean, I think anything mid table is going to be a coin toss. It's going to be tough to kind of. It could go either way. It doesn't even matter because none of them get European Cup anyway, so it's going to be tough. But in that general bar park, those last 5 above relegation, what do you got?
So I guess going from bottom to top, like I said, 17th I have West Ham, 16th I have Wolves. I think Wolves can obviously like I mentioned before. I think in the January transfer windows when they're going to try to do stuff. So that's why I have them above West Ham. 15th I have Brentford, 14th I have Crystal Palace, and then 13th I have Everton. 13th I have Everton. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I had 17th Wolves, 16th I had Brentford, just because they lost their captain, their manager, their best player. Bournemouth 15th. They lost their whole defense pretty much. I had Brighton at 14th, mainly because they lost Joao Pedro. And then 13th, I had Fulham.
Hmm.
Uh, no specific reason. I just thought that's kind of where it just fell in there. But any
Yeah, I
that
kind
we
of had them.
overlapped?
We had a couple that kind of overlapped with Wolves and Brentford. Did you mention
Uh-huh.
Everton?
Nah.
No. Okay, yeah. So I have Brentford and Wolves for obvious reasons. I think that they lost a lot of players, key
Mm-hmm.
players, and obviously their recruitment wasn't the best. West Ham I mentioned already. I don't think that they did enough, and I feel like they've just been on a downward spiral. Crystal Palace, I think that they're going to struggle with having 2 competitions, especially after they haven't really recruited anybody. Now that they're going to go into the Conference League this season, I believe it's the Conference League, if not the Europa League. But yeah, I don't think that. And then on top of that, the risk of potentially getting or losing Gehi and Ezi, I think is just going to make it a harder of a season. But I guess my initial prediction is based on like squad size of today, not so much of what could potentially happen in the transfer window. But yeah, I don't think Crystal Palace is going to be able to manage the load. And Everton, I think they're slowly coming back to that top 10, but I just still don't think that they're there yet.
After winning the first trophy in years and winning a Community Shield, you still rate them down there, huh?
I
I had
just
them a
think that
little
it's going
bit
to be too
higher
much of
just
a load.
because, oh my God, they just scored. God damn it. So Menu again, watching Liverpool games, they just tied it up. Ridiculous. But yeah, Crystal Palace, I just had them a little bit higher. If they do lose Gehi and Eze, it's a big blow for them.
Mm.
But as of the team right now, they're looking pretty good. They're working good together. So
I think as a team, they're good. Their starting 11 is good. Their
yeah.
starting 11 is a top 10 team. But when you add in other competitions, I think
Hmm.
the workload is going to tax them inevitably.
They're in what
They're going to
conference now?
they're in the Conference League. They should have been in the Europa League because they won the FA Cup, but I don't know why they're
Yeah.
in the Conference League. But I just feel like if you're going to be playing so much competitions and you didn't recruit accordingly to get some
Hmm.
bench, your players are going to be overworked. And I just feel like that's when you're going to start to slip in the table because you're trying to balance everything at the same time. Obviously, the Conference League isn't the hardest thing. We saw Chelsea go into undefeated, and Chelsea's a good team, but it's not the hardest of competitions. But still, with a lot of travel, you're going to a lot of those Eastern European countries because the Conference League is kind of made for those lower, I
Hmm.
guess, kind of like weaker country leagues. A lot of them play in that competition. You're gonna have a lot of travel, and I just feel like it's gonna be taxing on the players. So those are kind of my reasons. I think they're a decent team. I just don't think that they have the depth, and they didn't recruit enough in order to be able to compete and everything.
Okay, fair enough. So
Especially
now
when you
12
consider they
to
probably want to go into Europa League. They want to win the Conference League in order to get there, so they're probably going to try. So I feel like that's going to bite them in the ass.
fair enough. So now 12 through ninth, right before Europa.
Yeah, 12th through
Who
ninth.
didn't make who didn't make Europe?
For me, I have 12th Nottingham Forest. 7th, I have Fulham. 10th, I have Bournemouth. 9th, I have Brighton.
Okay. I had 12th Everton. 7th I had West Ham. 10 I had Nottingham. And then ninth I had Crystal Palace.
Okay,
So I think as far as not making Europe, we had everyone the same.
essentially.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's no one in the top six that is part of that bottom after ninth and down. So I mean after that it could go wherever, but I think we're all agreed on who's gonna be the top eight this year. So let's do 8 to 5th.
yeah. So I got 8th Aston Villa. 7th, I have Newcastle. And again, this is as of today, how the squads are looking today.
Yeah.
So 7th, Newcastle. 6th, Tottenham. And 5th, I have Man U.
I have the exact same. Villa, Newcastle, Spurs, and Manchester United.
Yeah,
And I mean, I just think between Aston Villa and Newcastle just got Aaron Ramsey from Aston Villa, and I think Newcastle is going to
Southampton.
be uh, Southampton.
Yeah.
Didn't they get the Aston Villa player?
Um, Newcastle?
Yeah.
A player from Aston Villa? I don't think so. Not that I remember.
Oh shit. Well, either way, I had him. I just think Newcastle is going to buy more players, and especially they lose a sack. They're getting new strikers. It's going to be a new kind of era for them. Aston Villa, they're losing their goalie, and I mean Watkins is looking good, but they could be a little shaky at times if he's not, scoring. So it's going to be close, but I think Newcastle's going to beat them to that Europa spot. Spurs, I mean, I like their new coach. Frank he put in work with Brentford, and they almost beat PSG the other day. So they're looking strong. They're looking good, and I mean, I don't think they're good enough for top four. Man United, I don't think they're good enough for top four either, but they're going to be a lot stronger than last season. They won't get. Funny, these two teams were 16th and 17th, and now we have them at 5th and 6th.
Yeah.
But I think last season was a lot of injuries, figuring stuff out. So yeah, I think this year they're going to get it more situated and maybe win some games now. Manchester United really got some players, and Sesko is
Yeah.
going to smart player. I think he's going to put in work.
I think with Aston Villa, I have them at the bottom, barely kind of scraping in Europe, just because they're a decent squad as of right now, but they didn't really recruit anybody. There is talks about Martinez leaving. That's going to be a huge blow for them, even though I don't think Martinez is as good as people rate him, but he's still important to the squad. Newcastle, again, it's as of today. If they lose Isak and they don't recruit accordingly, I'm taking them out of Europe for sure. Again, Spurs, I think with the workload, they did do some good recruiting, got a couple of good
Mhm.
players in there, and they're still actively in the market as of today. But I think that Man U is going to be able to take advantage of not having any external competitions, kind of bringing them down as far as like I mentioned before, with the Crystal Palace situation, they're not going to have so much of the travel, so much of the competitions that they're going to risk injuries and stuff like that. So I think Man United and Spurs both struggled a lot last season with injuries, more Spurs than Man U, but we'll see what happens, especially with Man U having three wingers that they're trying to offload. I think the market is still open for them with trying to sell Garnacho, Anthony, and Jadon Sancho. But yeah, we'll see. I think they really need to bolster up their defense to be able to get that fifth position, but I think they'll get there.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, the cream of the pie, the butter and the biscuits. Top four. Want to go first? Let's go one by one.
Yeah, let's go one by one. Let's tease the people out there a
I
little
have a
bit.
feeling we might have
I don't think so.
Nah, I think we're different.
Yeah, I know we're different.
I have a feeling you have, yeah. All right.
So
Fourth
fourth
place.
place, just because I feel like last city, I already gave it up. Last season, they didn't do the best. They lost a key player. I got Man City fourth place. They're gonna make
Ooh.
Champions League. They're in a rebuild phase, I think, right now. They lost Kevin De Bruyne. Rodri's still not him. He's not that guy anymore. And they didn't really recruit in the midfield as like to be losing Rodri and De Bruyne. I don't think they recruited enough. So I have City fourth.
Okay. See, I have Chelsea fourth.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, this was tough. I wanted to put City fourth, but I think you just can't doubt Pep. And he never really goes 2 seasons back to back where, they kind of look like they're struggling. And if they get Donnarumma, that's going to be tough to score on him. But yeah, no Rodri, no Party. But I think they did pretty good in the transfer market for midfielders. They got Reindeers. They got, what's his name, Chenko,
Turkey.
Turkey. And I mean, I think with what they have now, they have good defense. They have Holland. Well, I'll save City for City. But Chelsea, I think they're going to, look, they could easily be second. They could easily be second. But Chelsea, you're just never sure with them. They'll be doing really good, and then they'll lose to Brighton or something. And then, I mean, Brighton's tough, but they'll lose like a random Nottingham game or Crystal Palace after beating City 3-1. And it's just like they're very inconsistent. I think their manager is really good, but I think that second, third, and fourth spot, honestly, the whole top four is going to be hard. But I got Chelsea fourth.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, for third place, I have Chelsea in third. I
Mm,
think Chelsea's gonna I guess outscore City as far as points, just because I rate Chelsea's midfield a little bit better. Again, Man City without that CDM that controls the tempo.
hmm
I think Cherky and Rangers are good offensively, but they're not going to dictate the tempo of the game like how Chelsea has those box to box midfielders. They have Caicedo to run the whole game, Enzo Fernandez to dictate and shift the ball over
hmm
to Palmer, who then distributes or shoots. So I think Chelsea got it. I really rate Joao Pedro. He's been doing good for them. So I think that they're gonna be able to surpass Man City this season.
Fair enough. Third place, I got Arsenal. And I almost wanted to put in fourth just for the banter,
Mm-hmm.
just because they're back at home, but not have them third. And no particular reason besides, I just think the first two place teams are gonna just be that much better, just by a little bit. And Arsenal, I mean, they always look like they're gonna um, come in strong and do something, but they always seem to bottle it somehow. I like Jokic, but if he gets hurt, yeah, they have Havertz, but even when they only had Havertz, he really wasn't scoring a lot. So if Gyökeres doesn't show up, I think they're relying a lot on just him. Um, but I still think it's good enough to get them top four. Arsenal to win the league, it's just tough, man, because, I mean, Saka gets hurt, and I feel like every season he has a period where he's injured. And who else are you going to put on that right? Like, they haven't got anyone on the left, so they still have Martinelli. I don't think Martinelli cuts it, to be Premier League winners. So I think it's going to be another season for Arsenal to just, they're gonna be annoying up top, but they're just gonna fall short towards the end. And I put them third.
Mm.
Second place,
Second place, I got the Reds. I got Liverpool in second. I think they have too much
Arsenal.
competition. Yeah, I got
Let's
Arsenal in first.
go. Look, just because you said that, Chiesa scored. Let's go, baby.
I got Liverpool in second and Arsenal up top. I think Liverpool
Yeah.
is obviously they won the league last season. They're gonna want to replicate that, but also go further in the Champions League. I think that's gonna bite them in the rear end. As of today, I mean, they get Isak, my tone's gonna change. But as of right now, I don't think they have the depth up top to really go for all competitions, which they're going to do, and they're definitely going to get far in all of them. But when it comes to the last couple of games, I think that's when they're going to struggle. I could see them getting far in the Champions League, but without a replacement left winger, without a backup striker, I don't really see them going far. And even on top of that, we talk about injuries. I mean, how many times does Konate and Virgil van Dijk get injured per season? But without a solid center back in their, I guess, rotation and on their bench, I don't really see Liverpool unless they, invest again. But as of right now, I think Arsenal has more depth, and I rate that a little bit more. On top of that, I also really rate Gyökeres, and I think Arsenal had a good season last season. Besides unfortunate injuries that Odegaard had in the beginning of the season, and then Saka had later. I think Mikel Arteta is really good. He knows how to dictate a midfield, which he did this season, getting a lot of depth. They have Norgard, they have Subimendi coming in this season. Really good defensive midfielders. And then more offensive midfielders. They have Odegaard, Nwaneri, Rice, Marino. The list goes on. They have a lot of depth in defense. They brought in Mosquera, Spanish center back. They have already probably the best center back duo, arguably in the league, with really good fullbacks, a lot of competition, really good, decent keeper. So I think they have the best team player for player as far as depth. And so that's why I have Arsenal champions. But they're not going to do anything
Arsenal's
in
gonna be
Europe.
tough. Arsenal's gonna be a tough one. But yeah, I think they want the Prem more than they want anything else.
Yeah.
Whereas I think City and Liverpool will probably, mainly Liverpool, really want that Champions League now that they already won the Prem.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna win it both, but I mean, obviously, I'm a fan. I'm gonna be biased, but yeah, Arsenal they're looking good, man. They're strong. Like they do have the depth. You're right. But as of now, Liverpool doesn't have as deep of a depth as Arsenal. I'd agree on that. I mean, as of now, our only striker is Ekitike, but we're set to bring two more center backs, and if Isak comes through, um, then Arsenal has no chance. No chance.
Yeah. Again,
But
my predictions are based on as of today, August
yeah,
15th, right? Who knows what happens within the next 2 weeks? Things can change, and obviously, our predictions are going to change. I'd love to come back at the end of the season and see what happened.
it'd be
But
cool
yeah,
to
as of,
do another prediction once the transfer window ends.
I
See if
mean,
anything changes.
yeah,
Because
we could do that.
if there's major changes, and it affects, maybe we could just give our 2 cents on that. But yeah, I think I gave it away. City second, Liverpool first, and I mean City. I think Pep is gonna bring them back up, just because Pep is Pep, and Liverpool invested heavily on their team, and I feel like they got rid of a lot of players that were just not cut enough, and they bring new ballers who have been showing off. Like Itike's already scored. Wirtz is just linking well with Szoboszlai. But if we stay healthy, I've seen I don't know. I just think that obviously Liverpool is Liverpool. If we do get all those transfers, we're solid. First place. If we stay the way we are now, we don't get for example Isak or Gehi, we're gonna have a tough time. So we need another strong center back and another striker. So I'm gonna still have him first, but City second, Arsenal third, Chelsea fourth. But yeah, it could go either way. But I'm a rock with that. I want to see Arsenal choke. Chelsea. Chelsea could easily be second, bro. Like they're good. I really like their manager. I think he's doing good things, and they have depth. But they always have depth. They always buy a bunch of players, and then it doesn't seem like they ever do anything with it. This is the first time I see him actually be able to do something with it. So, but I think it's gonna be super close. Like between second, third, and fourth, and first, I think there's gonna be 4 or 5 points that separates all of them. So it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a good season. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. And Liverpool's already stressing me out, man. Had to score minute 88 to get that dub against Bournemouth. Bournemouth looking pretty good, man. I might have to put them a little higher after this one. But see, that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of football. You never know what's going to happen. That's just it's like life. Just never know what's going to happen. But really excited. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be a good season, like I mentioned before, because of the World Cup. It's going to create this.
And Salah gets his goal. He always scores on his first season.
On his first season?
Damn. On his first game of the season.
Who's
It's like
Salah?
his 7th consecutive time he does that, or something like that. But he has a streak of scoring on his first game of the season, and he just got his goal. 4-2.
Yeah.
All right. Liverpool's winning it. It's coming home. We're taking Champions League. We're taking over the world, baby. I don't know. I'm ecstatic for the new season. I don't care what happens. I just don't want to see. I mean, I do want to see Liverpool just take over, but I want to see some sort of competition. Right? Make it interesting for us. Make us, want to get my adrenaline up. Give me something.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see towards the end of the season what happens, um, but yeah, there's a long season to go. Got another
Very well.
almost
Very well.
7, 8 months of this. So, yeah, we'll see what happens, especially with the World Cup right around the corner. Players are going to play their
Bro,
heart out.
they want
Coaches
to
are going
play.
to
They want to show off.
coach the best that they can, and it's going to be a good season, especially with the World Cup being in the U.S.
Mm.
I feel like the marketing is going to be crazy this year to try to get as much fans watching the game to hype them up for the World Cup. So yeah, I think that's it. I mean, of course, let us know what you guys think in the comments. You guys' rankings, you guys' ideas of what could happen this season, your predictions, and if you
Let
like
us know
this
your
style,
top four. Let us know your top four. Let us know who's going to get relegated and who's going to be the dark horse. All right, let us know who's going to be your dark horse. If we really wanted to, we could do another video of standout players, just on the players themselves. But for now, we'll just worry about the teams. But yeah, let us know what you want to see next. Comments down below. If you enjoyed, if you stayed to this far, appreciate you. Leave a like if you liked it. And yeah, we'll be coming out with more leagues, players, updates, videos. I'm excited, man. It's going to be a good year. So, to another one, to the next episode. See you on
yes,
the next one.
Sirski.
Peace.
Peace.